Hi everybody, Misha here with Word of the Day, and there it is. Duende. What does this word duende mean? Well, it actually has two very distinct meanings, a literal meaning and a figurative meaning. I will give you the figurative meaning in another video. But the literal meaning is the perfect word for a connection between the spooky month of October and, of course, coming into November, Dia de los Muertos, and Hispanic Heritage Month. So, where does this word come from originally? Well, what does it mean? It refers to a house, a spirit of the house, a goblin type creature that guards your house. It guards the threshold, the hearthstone, the kitchen, everything. And you have to respect the rules of the house because they're protecting your house, even from you, maybe. Now, they're not really dangerous at all. If they get mad at you, they'll whisper in your ear, they'll break a plate or steal something, but really, they're annoying but not dangerous. However, speaking of dangerous, when the Spaniards come to the Americas, this concept of the duende, of course, is in Spanish, and it mixes with the indigenous cosmologies of the various areas of the New World, the Andes, the Amazon, the Yucatan, and all of the indigenous beings, the elves, the fairies, the whatever goblins, it all comes under this heading of duende now. And here's the thing, here's a big difference, is that the duende from Spain are not dangerous. But here, they can be very dangerous, depending on what happens and how you break the rules. Now, where does it come from? It comes from a translation of a travel log that has a very funny name, I think. It's called Ingenious and Diverting Letters. And it's written by a woman named Madame d'Aulnoy. Now, Madame d'Aulnoy was a very educated woman. She had salons. She actually is the woman who invented the word fairy tale and Prince Charming, however, in French. And she recorded like two-thirds of the French fairy tales. This was like, 150 years before the Brothers Grimm. So she's quite important. And this is the person who brings it's her writing that gets translated into English, and we get the word duende. Okay, now, how do we use it? I'm going to give you three sentences so you have a really good feeling about how to do this. Here's the first one. Uh, Duendes in the New World will guard rivers and lakes and caves, and the Amazon jungle has its own duende, for example. But don't mess with them. Do not mess with them because in Spain, maybe they'll steal a plate. In the New World, they may steal your very soul. Which brings me to my second sentence, which is the first time I ever heard about duendes was from my Latino students, because sometimes when we'd have a few minutes at the end of the day, we'd tell each other spooky stories from our own cultures. Those were by far the scariest stories I ever heard in my life, you guys. I mean, I had nightmares. And finally, I have been known to be a little bit clumsy. And so I'm thinking that maybe for Halloween, I will go as a duende that guards the Amazon because their feet are backwards. Okay, you guys, please use duende, use it in the comments, and I'll see you later. Remember, you guys, if you buy books, let's not buy from the big boys. Let's support independent booksellers. When you're buying a book like this, for example, Mexican Gothic. Oh God, it was so scary. I really loved it. Or by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. Oh, she's great. Or how about this one? Oh, The Bloody Chamber by Angela Carter. These are short stories. Make your blood run cold. Honest to God. Okay, remember to support independent booksellers. Go to, well, click below or above the link to bookshop.org/shop/word of the day, and I will see you later.